Welcome to the Teeter Totter Pod. My name is Mario Zecca.
And I'm Corey Alberty.
This week we're going to go into the truck to discuss how the pylons work. We're actually going to go to the field first, where Curtis and DJ, our pylon techs that do the install on the field, put those in. And then we're going to go to the truck where Corey did an interview with Aaron.
And we're going to show you the replays and how he cue them up and different things he see from his angle.
Yeah, pretty interesting stuff. But we're going to start out by talking about two of the last three games that we've done, San Francisco, KC, and Buffalo at Seattle. Corey did two different cameras on those, and we're going to start out with the San Francisco game. So here we go. We're going to add this. That's my angle on a sack. Typically, when I do this camera, I'm looking to get anything away from the ball or on the ball, right? I mean, you know what I'm doing. I kind of have carte blanche to do what I want at times with a loose outline to follow. On this particular play, I was ISOing Chris Jones, and I just got lucky because the guy that had his block got hit in the head with the football. It doesn't happen that often. But you can see I was just on Chris Jones, and the guard got hit in the head. That's a Brandon Ayuk drop. He actually got hurt in that game. He tore his ACL. He's out for the season. This is Corey's look on a play at the goal line. Oh, that's also Corey's look on Nick Bosa. Got a nice react there.
Good react.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the way I like to play, my main thing is protect the quarterback at all times. But I have free run between plays to go and just pick off storylines on the near sideline. And also, I gamble. I gamble a lot during the game, but I stay. Don't get me wrong. I do my assignment first.
Right.
And then between that, I go headhunting all the time.
And if there are times during the game that Corey has a shot, and he'll tell me because we can talk on a private channel away from Camera PL. Hey, man, cover me on this, and I'll cover his near edge rusher to show that. So we work as a team, and that's just what's really great about this gig.
Teeter
Totter. Here's a shot of Kyle. Oh, and this is Purdy without the laces. I did something interesting with this. I kind of like zoomed in on it. And you can see our analyst enjoyed that. He actually talked about it.
Tossing it without the laces.
Tossing without the laces. The ball gets snapped so quickly, you got to get it out. And that's what happens with that. And then afterwards, Corey finished it off.
This is a good react.
React
to
Kyle.
It's a good react. Just gambling, stand on the coach. And he gave me something.
Going to commercial break. So that's a game that Corey did camera 12 on Teeter Totter. And now we're going to go to the Buffalo-Seattle game where Corey did handheld. You're going to see there was a blindside block that was called there. Let me back that up again. So how do you prepare differently between handheld and hard camera?
Well, when I'm on handheld, I dress totally differently. To begin with, I dress more athletic when I'm on handheld as I'm almost getting ready to play.
Right.
Compared when I'm on the cart, I dress more. I mean, I still dress athletic, but depends on the weather. It might be cold, so I might have to layer up because we're stationary.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, plus with handheld, I got to know, like, hey, I got different drops. It's a different mindset.
Yeah.
I got different drops. I got to be certain places for certain hits.
Yeah, you have to deal with the announcer.
Yeah.
You have to deal with you have to have utilities. You have to keep on point. You know,
exactly.
It's actually pretty cool. So there you see you had the blindside blocking your shot. You actually had a lot of stuff in this game. I don't think you realize how much stuff you had in this game. This is a good football game for the first 10 minutes maybe, and then it got out of hand.
Hey, this play right here, I remember the stick guy ran into me. He thought we were both about to get hit by the guy.
Oh, really?
Oh, he ran into me so hard. The guy holding the chain.
Oh, so he thought he was going to
get hit, so he dropped the chains and just, woo!
This is what I did on the touchdown to Coleman.
There's great shot by you, by the way, with the Coleman.
Just if you have a production team that lets you go for it, you go for it. You get shots
like that.
I got very fortunate in that way.
What a catch.
That was a great catch. There's Josh. He didn't look off of him.
Nah, he knew he was going.
Yeah.
Immediately.
He just had a 50-50 ball there and trusted him, right? Basically. To play at the goal line.
Helmet came off. Nice look.
Good look. Here's Corey during a driving rainstorm. Josh fumbles, kicked it.
I kicked out for him a little bit.
It's all right. You caught up to it. Yeah. Show this. This is a pivotal point in the game, not because it was a close game, but there's a lot of stuff that happened after this. It's a young player named Hall who took a shot at Allen, and his teammate Reed went after him on the sideline, and I basically have the freedom to stay with things like that. I'm going to show a shot later in this sequence that will demonstrate why it's good to have that freedom. Sometimes you have an assignment, and if you know or feel like something's going to happen because there's a big point in the game where emotional is going to take over, you need to. What the hell is this? Oh my gosh! Sorry, folks. So like this is a perfect example. Gino had just thrown a pick. DK talking to him on the sideline. I think I stayed with him for 2 or 3 plays to get that shot. I didn't follow the ball at all. I stayed with him for that shot.
Yeah, back to your phone.
Anyway, back to my phone. I don't even know. I don't even know what it was. Someone screaming.
Great
There's
shot.
Gino. It was a good shot.
Frustration.
Frustrating.
At his highest level.
Yeah, he was frustrating. He had every right to be. We're here from we're doing a show from the pirate ship.
Yeah.
As you can see.
Raymond James Stadium.
Raymond James Stadium.
So let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Before you had me on the cart with you and the Hall of Famer, what was your mindset knowing you was going to different cities? You might have a different guy on the cart.
Yeah, it wasn't easy, and I had guys that, look, they don't know me that well. They didn't trust me. I finally had, there'll be a moment in a few of the games where I'd be like, listen, dude, you have to trust me. I know what to do here. It's just, I run how the cart runs, you know that. Yeah. I tell them where to go. I tell Mike where to go, how many yards to go ahead, stop, go, everything like that. And I've had guys that both of us know tell me, hey, man, we're not in the right spot now. I'm like, I understand, but I feel like something's going to happen here, so I'm going to stay behind the player or on a line of scrimmage just to try to get a shot like that. You know what I mean? Like, so, I mean, you know how it flows now. We kind of do that now. We're going to do a segment now with DJ and Curtis. We're going to show you how to do the install for the Pylons.
With Kurtbo and DJ from the Pylon crew. How you doing, guys? This is DJ. This is Kurtbo. Maybe you want to explain to everybody what you do and where you're from and what your background is.
I am the field technician for COSM for the Fox A crew. This is my 3rd year doing Pylons. I'm from Tampa, Florida, and we are here in Seattle.
Yeah, this is Curtis Kurtbo Boyer. I've been doing the Pylons here, been DJ's assistant for the last 2 years. With him, pretty much his assistant and everything that he needs on one side of the field during the game, and he's on the other side. And I am from Wilmington, North Carolina.
So I'm going to show a brief video now. It's a couple minutes long. You guys can take us through it. Here we go.
So as you can see here, we are running our BNC cables. We have 3 of them. Two are for the 4K and our long throw, and we have a Ethernet cable for our data and power, and we also have a spare BNC. As you can see here, we're shoving our fiber pole under the mat in Dallas, which we have 2 painter poles stuck underneath there that help us get a path to help it get through a little bit easier. Curtis is on the other side guiding it out.
As you can see, I've sped the video up a bit just because this is, pretty time-consuming stuff.
Once we get it there, I will then get the cables, tape them to the pole, and Curtis will be at the goal line pulling them through, and we'll have to kind of lift up the mat a little bit to help guide them through.
This seems like an enormous pain in the ass.
Dallas is a little bit different. As you can see here, we are in San Francisco.
And
it's
Levi.
a beautiful field.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful field.
Yeah. Every stadium presents its own little bit different, to doing the Pylons, because
if you could pause.
Yeah, of course.
Different fields just have different variables for us to deal with and so forth. So
We'll go back.
Not every field has conduit, and then when you go to your turf stadiums, then you just have different things. They might not have conduit, so you're fishing it up underneath like you do in Dallas. So there's always just different variables that we're having to deal with from week to week.
Sure, there's different challenge, like you said, different challenges, different stadiums every week. I know that here in Seattle, you actually had a conduit installed. We didn't record that today, but
And we were actually the first ones to test out the conduit.
It worked really well, right?
Yeah, it was pretty smooth.
That's awesome.
With the weather here in Seattle, there was some water in the conduit, which we have to wrap our ends of the cables, take them up, so those don't get ruined.
So why don't you explain here, like, I'm going to back it up just a little bit. You're cutting into the ground. These are where the conduit is installed, correct?
And that's a little turf piece to help keep everything out of the conduit, help the water stay out. I pulled that out. There's another like foam piece underneath to help the water stay out as well, and they're both connected to a string. Pull that out.
You pull the string out because it's down below, right?
Yep.
Oh, look at that. Cool.
There's a little foam piece connected to the string.
And here you are, string and cable out?
Yep.
So
we're running our cables out again here.
You get a little more detailed on this video than I did with Dallas. And here you are.
Pull out the rope, get my tape.
So those are the 4 wires that you need to go through the conduit, correct?
Yep.
In order to get
each
connection.
Each pylon has the 4 cables that go in the conduit.
Stick it down. That Curtis is pulling it through, right?
Yep.
Cool.
And this is in San Francisco, so this is probably one of the top fields. The Matt there, the operations manager there in San Francisco, is probably without a doubt one of the best field guys in the NFL. Just takes a lot of pride, and he gives us a lot of leeway because he knows how we go about doing the jobs there.
Yeah, I noticed that last week because, like, most of the time, if you walk on their field, you will not be, it will not be received well. Right? You guys, you do your thing. He knows he can trust you. It actually seems like a very good situation there in San Francisco, which is very rare. Like, I'm not saying rare. I know he's had some issues with other people, and he trusts you guys, which is great. I think it's awesome. All right, I'm going to play this. So he pulled it through. Go again so you can explain more about
yeah, so basically right there is that we've got it pulled through the conduit there. I was just untaping it, and now DJ's coming in here, and he's getting the all the fiber pieces hooked into the pylon there, making sure that they're the right length and level. And then if we need to pull back, we'll pull it back from the other side to where it's even, and then we'll stake them to where if they do get pulled during the game, it doesn't pull the fiber out of the field itself, preventing and causing an issue. As a matter of fact, it's funny because when we were there doing 2 weeks prior to that, when we were there for the Arizona-San Francisco game, a lot of times in the past, we try to keep them up during pregame, but a lot of the players sometimes will set things on it, or then will just pull them and can really cause more problems and issue before the game even starts. And then we're dealing with some, stressful situations. If a fiber gets ripped apart, then you're really going to one piece of fiber backup even before the game starts.
Back it up a little more. So you see the connectivity again.
So we have our 3 BNCs, or 1 Ethernet, and then 1 spare.
I'll go back to show the whole thing. Sorry.
No, you're okay.
It's coming up.
Some wrapping. Take the string away. Now I'm going to measure out the cables, connecting the 3 BNCs right now. 1 for our 4K, 1 for our long throw, 1 spare. That's our Ethernet cable, that's our data and power. Then here, the conduit is kind of pushed back a little bit from the position of the pylon. So I have to slice the ground, bury the cables a little bit, cover it back up. And then we have our field spikes to help keep the cables into the ground.
Right. The one thing I didn't include at the end, I think he told me afterwards, was we'll see DJ putting the plug back in. They come back out with spray paint.
Yep.
White spray paint.
They'll cover up everything.
To keep you consistent, right. And that's it. It's pretty cool. And this is what the finished product looks like.
take it back to the wall.
Right.
Set up.
Nice clean job. And that's what it looks like. Pretty cool.
And then we have our field boxes that are at each corner. Those have our fiber tacks ran to the JBTs or to our home runs, and then we run our power, our extension cable. And then we have Aaron back in the truck, set up everything there.
We're going to do an interview with Aaron too. I think Corey's going to do that.
Awesome.
In Green Bay.
Cool.
So we'll have an overview of what's going on there. I think he has some footage set up. He'll have some footage set up for us. This is very cool, and I think a lot of people are going to be very interested. I can do this. Interested in this, like Curtis. I have one thing I want to ask you about. What is going on here? Is this what you do when there's no conduit?
Yes, this is what you call launching $1 billion turf or field turf in Tampa Bay. So actually, like we were talking about, when you don't have conduit, then you have to really pretty much just there in Tampa, they happen to have this trimmer, and it's just it comes out so much perfectly straight line, other than using a straight edge shovel that we have.
To trench it, right?
Trenching. This really cut down. When we were there last year, we didn't have this tool to use. So really, compared to last year and this year, when we were there in week 4, it took us about 25 minutes to do the goal to where typically it takes us 45 to 50. It really did cut down. And it really, we're very clean and try to keep things very clean and professional.
Yeah.
And, it just worked out perfectly. A lot of people sit there, we were destroying it. Well, no, I mean, we weren't destroying it because, honestly, a lot of people don't fail to realize is that they replace these fields quite more often than what people fail to realize.
5 or 6 times a year.
Yeah.
I mean, there is eight home games, and they may do it like 5 times.
Absolutely.
They'll rip it up and just do it again. They have concerts there during the week, everything like that. Destroys the field. More so than the Pylons, folks. So I'd like to thank both of you guys for joining us, and without question, we'd like to have you back. And hopefully, Corey, we can get him up from his nap next time, and he can do this with us.
Mario,
we appreciate you bringing us
for
on.
having us, Mario. We really appreciate it. Maybe give it a little bit of insight for the people that are unaware of exactly, because me and DJ, we during the game the Pylon crew and so forth, and then they really don't know too much about it on how it's
behind the scenes,
installed behind the scenes and so forth. So maybe this will give a little insight for the fans out there that are always very cool about, hey, the Pylons. Well, there we go, guys.
This is how it all comes together, folks.
Amazing how those guys work on the field and getting those things set up every Sunday.
Yeah, it's a different challenge, different stadium.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Actually, the thing that pretty much stays the same all the time is inside the truck.
Yeah.
And Corey caught up with Aaron.
And check this out.
I look good.
Oh, yeah. You
Smell good.
well.
All right, action.
Didn't say
Put that in there. So we're here with Aaron. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself. Tell the world.
I'm Aaron Scotch. I am a replay operator for the Pylon cameras for Fox Sports.
First of all, bow your head, give you a moment of silence for good hair. All right, now we're back at it. So let us know what a typical Sunday is.
So there's 2 parts to my Sunday. We got to get everything set up. DJ and Curtis are out in the field. They're running all their cables. They're doing a lot of the heavy lifting out in the field. In here, I'm getting all of our servers set up. We've got all 6 of our cameras here, 4 wired pylons and 2 line to gain cameras, and we're setting it up on set day. And then on Sunday, the other part of my job is doing the replays, doing the operate.
So what do you look for, like as far as typical play?
Yeah.
What do you look for when you sell it?
So I have a big range of motion, big range of camera that I can look at. I can look all the way down the left here, down to the right, and I'm tilting, zooming, kind of like a camera operator, but also doing replay. So I can kind of frame it up and do a little move with it, like that, or we can zoom in, and if you're wondering if his foot steps out right there, you can zoom in and show that. But I'm looking for what is the key part of the play that we just looked at. What does this camera provide that nothing else on this truck provides, and I'm trying to show that.
How many of these cameras are on one pylon?
So
First down mark.
So on the first down marker, you've only got one camera on the pylon. On the goal line pylon, it actually is a wider angle. You can see all 180 degrees down the line there, down the middle, all the way down to the other side of the line. And this is a wide angle. But then you've also got a second camera inside the pylon that is shooting zoomed down the line. It's actually framing up probably about where this guy is right here. And it's really nice and crisp. Real nice zoom in. And then you can see maybe the little scrum down the middle.
Okay, so if pylon get knocked over, who puts it back up during the game? Can a typical person just go and put it back up?
Well, I think you guys have already met DJ and Curtis.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're running out there. They're soaking wet on rainy days like today, and they're running out there and they're connecting the pylons back together. I'm just staying comfortable right here, but they're doing all the heavy lifting out in the field. Kudos to them. They are doing a phenomenal job.
Hey Ron, you're doing a great job. You're the youngest guy on the crew. We appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
Joining us.
Thank you.
Over the silence with a good hat. All right,
Appreciate it.
keep going.
Thank you.
Here we go. Did y'all enjoy that? I did. I hope you learned a lot. That's what we're here for. This is my segment. It's everybody's favorite segment. Ask Tony.
Ask Tony.
Here we go. This is my favorite part of the show. Ask Tony. And today's guest is none other than David Z. I want to give you his whole government.
I got some questions for you.
You're getting shorter.
I could read this until I looked at that light. If you were forced to use a servo during the game, how would you be able to adapt?
It's a kid show.
Yeah, okay. PG. If I was forced to use a servo?
A servo is the thing you strain noodles in after you boil them.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what I'd do, actually. Probably have one too many snap zooms.
People want to know, have you ever worked with equestrian?
Equestrian?
Yeah.
I don't know what that word means. Equestrian?
What does gabagool mean?
The horses?
Equestrian?
Yeah.
Oh. Nah.
We don't get to a question.
Yeah.
Great sport.
Equestrian?
It's too highbrow for Tony.
Yeah.
That's a question.
But
So
me.
I noticed a few episodes back you mentioned bocce.
Yeah.
Have you ever played bocce?
Of course.
Corey would love to challenge you to a match at the Super Bowl.
Oh, it's going down. What's up? You want it?
I'll play blindfolded and lefty.
So, are you content just doing sports?
Ah, shoot everything.
Porno? Okay, so you would do entertainment. You would shoot anything.
Yeah.
Would you shoot two people fighting to the death?
Sure.
Yeah, if there was
UFC?
money in it, right?
Pretty much UFC, right?
And but how would you break into that?
I do it. But I don't want to do it anymore because you're on camera for like 12 hours. Oh, it's terrible.
So the real question everybody wants to know is, what does IROC stand for?
The rated G version. Italian reject out cruising.
Stop it.
That wasn't that bad, right?
I don't know what
No.
you said.
Italian reject out cruising.
Yeah.
I think that was a good axe, Tony.
That was good.
Gold chain and
I got a
white
question.
Teeter.
Uh-oh.
What? You got one more? By the way, the two wittiest people on the crew, everyone's funny. All right? Everyone on this crew is funny. It's David Zuloff and Vinny are the two wittiest people
Oh, yeah.
on this crew.
I agree.
Uh-huh.
But
All right,
you're
Miss
definitely
Meals.
in the category.
Miss Meals. Oh, yeah.
Midnight out.
So we want to bring your role back as a receded hairline cop.
Oh, absolutely.
Would you come back as that for us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm probably going to end up. No, it's not going.
I'd arrest you.
No, really? You think it's going? No, it's not. My barber had a bad week.
Uh-huh. It's all right.
It's called.
Looks good.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Don't see no gray.
Yeah.
Head full of hair. Ooh.
Yeah.
I'll talk to me.
Yeah.
I would date me.
You look like a guy I saw
Don't do it.
on Corey's Cribs.
Was it?
I guess that's Ask Tony.
Oh,
That's Tony.
hold on. Let's do another segment called Ask Zoo.
Yeah.
How about you ask Zoo some questions? It's going on a whole nother show.
How many college shirts do you own now that you're boss?
So prior to 3
Do you have
years
every
ago,
color?
I had 1,
Yeah.
and now I have like 6.
6?
Yeah.
Is it too cold in the truck for you?
It is too cold. It really is. Especially when I look out and I see you guys struggling in the heat, I get really chilly.
Yeah. Or the
Yeah.
rain?
Yeah.
Or when it's 0 out?
Actually, I put on a collared shirt today, like a really nice one.
Uh-huh.
And I guess I gained a little weight, so like every time I did this, all the holes opened up. So,
I got one for you. Tech manager or video?
video. No question.
Video or utility?
Video. Yeah. Utility with Don Cornelli at an NFL game?
Have you ever done camera before?
No, God, no. I can't focus for shit.
So it's not easy.
No, it's not easy.
Okay.
No, it's not easy.
Hey, what you doing here? I don't know. I got kicked out last time.
And again,
Ladies and gentlemen, Crash Schnitzel.
Mr. Wiener Schnitzel.
All right, hey, we cut.
All right, Axe Tony.
Ask Tony. That's probably gonna do in 2 different segments. That's 2 Ask
Ask
Tony in
Zoo,
1.
too.
Yeah, Ask Zoo.
Axe, not ask. Axe.
All right.
Like the body spray.
Ask Tony.
Man, Tony never disappoints. Now we got something planned for y'all Super Bowl week. Me and Tony, we're gonna line up and we're gonna play bocce ball.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna teach you another game.
What game is that?
Pitch to the wall. You ever played it?
With coins?
Yeah.
Oh, I played that.
Yeah. So we're gonna play that too.
Yeah, I played that.
Yeah. Bocce ball, pitch to the wall.
We-
Yeah, we're working on a special guest too.
Oh, yeah.
That's hopefully coming on soon. So we're gonna thank him in advance right now.
Oh,
The
yeah.
guest. And then got any last words?
No, I just hope you guys enjoyed it. We're trying to be as informative as we can and teach you guys about what's going on here. We'll try to bring you into the truck a little more. And we have a few directors maybe lined up.
Better
One of
tell
you
Marcus
buddies.
pay me my money if I walk up the show again. Okay. Man, tell
Well,
Mark,
cash your money order.
tell Mark to stop Suge Knight me, okay? Hey, tell him I'm done with
Oh,
Nah, we just playing. But hopefully y'all enjoyed the episode. We're just trying to inform y'all, put a laugh on your face at the same time. Teeter and Totter. Handheld and Totter. Mr. Sundays. I made that one up. You like it?
Mr. Sunday?
Mr. Sunday.
I'll take it. It's okay.
Alright.
Yeah. I could think of another one probably, but Mr. Sunday's all right. That works.
Right now.
Yeah, that works.
The director.
The director. You got you.
Russo, man.
There we go. Here's his name.
The Russo. Like, what?
There you go.
You kidding me?
You kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
We'll see you guys next week.
Not a chance.
See you next week.